Hi, I'm Joel with North Country Vans, and welcome back to another build video. So last we left off, we got the center drawers installed, and we're going to work on the slide-out countertop next. When I first took this project on and the customer asked for this, I realized I didn't want to use drawer slides for it. Let me show you why. On a drawer slide, they have a bunch of ball bearings that are all packed with grease. So if you're leaned up against it, you're going to get on your clothes. If you're touching it, you're going to get on your hands, and it's just not a very nice way to do it. So I knew we were going to use these. Instead, we're going to use ball bearings. And I did something similar on an end table. Let me take you over to the workbench and I'll show you how it works. On this end table, what I did is I milled out a track in this board so the bearing can ride in it. And that allows me to open and close that drawer. So our countertop is going to do a similar thing. But first, we need to cut this countertop to get it into that opening of that cabinet assembly. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace out our pattern, and then we're going to rough cut it with a jigsaw. And then we're going to take boards and attach it on the bottom side of this countertop, and that's going to allow us to use a flush trim bit on a router, and that'll give us just a perfect, nice, smooth cut all the way around. So let's get started.
Give you what you've always wanted, but I'll always give you what you need. Written in the book of 1,000 pages, in some other language you never read. Like some trinket gone out of fashion, you could tell just by the...
Now that we have the counter rough cut out, we're going to use a flush trim bit to finish it off. And a flush trim bit has a little bearing at the top of it, and that allows you to follow a piece of wood and make a perfect cut along the side of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a board, we're going to put it right in that line where we want to cut at, and then we're going to screw into the countertop on the bottom of it so nobody will ever see it. And then that bit will follow right along the side of it and give us a nice, smooth, perfect cut.
Never bother with the state of play, and you should know that anyway. And I just gotta say it, la da da da, la da da dee. That's a song I sing since there has been a you and me. Ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. I will sing a song of you until the day I die.
The next step is we're going to use a round over bit, and we're going to round the edge of the countertop to reduce the risk of getting it dented and dinged up on that sharp corner.
Like some trinket gone out of fashion, you can tell just by the reaction. Never bothered with the state of play.
Alright, the last step we got to do before we can sand this is we got to clean up this 90-degree cut right here. Unfortunately, router bits are round and they don't get quite into that corner as well as you'd like. So you got to finish it off using a chisel. With the countertop cut out, the next thing we need to do is attach the bearings to the side of the countertop. And what we're going to use is we're going to use an anchor bolt that we can slide that bearing on and then put a nut on the back side there. So we got to drill into the countertop, but we need to make sure that our hole is nice and straight as it goes in and it doesn't cantilever to either side. So to do that, we are going to use a drill guide. Now time for the exciting part. So if you notice, I cut a couple notches in here, and that's to allow the bearings to slide along their tracks as that countertop extends out and then back in. I also cut a piece of oak and screwed it to the face here, and I chose oak because oak is a really strong wood, and that countertop is going to have some weight to it, and we need something that's going to support that. So let me get this slid in and I'll show you guys how it works. Alright, so I jumped ahead on you guys again. And if you notice, I got the trim work done around the countertop. So I'll slide it out and let you guys take a look. So that fills in the space between the two benches. And that's plenty enough room for two people to sit, eat dinner at, work on their laptops, whatever they need to do. So let me take you to the back of the van so I can show you how it's built and you get a better idea of how it works. Welcome to the dark and mysterious back of the van. Ooh. Sorry, after you work by yourself for too long, you get a little weird. But here is the back of our countertop. And if you look in here, there's our bearings. And back up in here is the track that they ride on. And they extend back and forth. There. So again, this is Joel with North Country Vans. Thank you for being part of this build. And I'll see you later. Bye.